Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got another LEGO yard sale haul to share with you. Nothing big this time, just a little small bag that I picked up, and it's not a theme that I don't even really collect. You can already tell what it is. It's Legends of Chima. Picked this up for $2 at a yard sale. It was literally the only LEGO thing they had there, and I have no idea whether this is complete or not. I didn't even know what set it was from. If you are wondering, I did look it up. It is from set 70001. It's Crawley's Claw Ripper. Came out in 2013, sold for $14.99. Again, I'm not 100% sure if all the pieces are in here. I did see one minifig right here, so I know that we got that, but there's another one that's shown in the photo that I don't have out of this. But most of the set is together. There's some extra pieces at the bottom here, and I thought, you know what, for $2, why not pick it up, even if it's just for pieces, $2 here. To be completely honest with you, if I pretty much saw anything LEGO related at a yard sale, as long as there's pieces involved, I would probably pay $2 for it just to pick it up and use it for extra parts. But in this case, I think we might have a set here, so I'm gonna take this out of the bag here and we'll try to build it up and make a set out of it. If you want to see this a little closer before I take it out of the bag, this is what I saw at the yard sale. Just kind of glance through this. Again, I haven't opened it up or anything. I like to save all of my reactions for the videos for the most part. In this case, being that it's a clear bag, I could kind of see what was going on here. So let's open it up. Any Legends of Chima fans watching this right now? I know it's not a very popular theme and one that gets a lot of hate. In my collection right now, I literally have one set. It's this one right here. I got it on clearance at Kmart. It was actually a lot less than that, but that's the only Chima set that I have. So here's number 2, assuming that this is a full set. Flip this over here, and I think this should probably go under that. Just fell apart a little more than what it was, but here is the main part of it. I guess the vehicle part of it. I think this comes around like this, and oh, okay, that's kind of cool, right? Oh, broke even more up. I thought this was about 50% complete. It's starting to go down a little bit further from that. I'll take it a little closer so you can see the extra stuff with this. This guy even has his helmet that you can put on him. And this almost looks like a little vehicle on its own. I think what I'm gonna do with this, I was just gonna add on to the build, but I have no idea what's on here and what's not. I think what I'm gonna do is just tear this thing down and build it from scratch just to enjoy the build, and hopefully as I go through the steps, all the pieces are there and I can show you a fully completed, what the heck is this thing called again? It's a Crawley's Claw Ripper is what it is. Okay, so let's see if we can build it up. The teardown is complete. That was quick and painless. Here's a little flyover of all the stuff that came out of the bag. Hopefully enough pieces here to complete the set fully, and that's what I'm gonna do now. I've got the instructions up and we're gonna start going through this. Just finished book 1 and we are missing a lot of pieces here. This is nowhere near being complete. If you look at the model there, I'm missing just a ton of stuff that goes up over the top here. I'm missing, I'd say like 3 of these 2x2 plates. I do have these, but nothing to connect them to. Of course, on this side, I'm missing everything that's on this side. It's not going well, but I'm gonna go on to book 2. I'll see if we can complete some more of this and hopefully come out with something that looks somewhat finished. One thing I will not do is cheat and add pieces to this from my collection. I want to build this just as it came to me from the bag so you guys can see what I ended up with for $2 and whether it was worth it or not. Now we are moving on to book 2 because for some reason this has 2 books. All right, here is Crawley's Claw Ripper, fully completed, and I want to use the term fully completed very loosely here because it's completed to the best of my abilities using the pieces that I had. There are some very important pieces that are missing from this, and you're going to see that here in a second, just how important they were. But before we get into the bad news, why don't we look at the positives, which is we do have a fully completed minifinger here, and I'll put him into the vehicle. It just sits in here like this. And this comes down, oh, Sugar Shack. And on that, I think now is a better time than ever to start talking about the problems and the missing pieces that we have. There's a piece missing right there, which keeps this in place. So I'm gonna have to kind of just go like that to keep him in there. Moving him back 1 stud just so he sits in there nicely. That takes me to the next section that we're missing parts, which is right here. This head should come down really nicely, but because this isn't built up enough in here, it really doesn't work out very well. So it's kind of just permanently stuck like this. And that is kind of a bummer. But what's worse than that, oh, and I should mention there is one extra piece left over. It goes on a piece that's missing right here, so I can't really put that on the piece that's not there, so I'm just going to set that to the side. Going on to the most devastating piece that we're missing is the piece that goes right in here. You can see it on this side. You see how this bar sticks out right here? That's very important because with the function of this, you kind of start out in this position, but when this moves forward, it's supposed to be almost like an attack, and then that bar holds this up. So this side, it starts hitting the ground, and if I move this forward, you can see how much that's kind of a problem. So if you watch this, watch how that side's kind of jumping like that. Watch the other side here. This side works. It just came off. Whatever, we're just going to throw that off there. The right side of it works a lot better. It's supposed to kind of keep that elevated in the air, so as it goes around, it kind of just stays there. This side's flopping all over here, and again, that is because we have this here, but we don't have it here, and that was part of step 7. Right in the very beginning, I realized that this wasn't going to go well. Instead of it just being a cosmetic issue, it turned out to be a function issue, and that is the worst thing that can happen to you when you're buying a used incomplete set. So there you go, guys. There's my $2 Legends of Chima yard sale score. Missing some pieces, not sitting too well there, but was it still worth the $2 that I paid for it? I want to say that it is, just because of the extra parts and stuff that we got here. I don't really have a problem with this. There was no claim that this is a full set, and again, it was only $2 from the yard sale. I would feel bad if you were a kid that bought this hoping that you were getting a complete set and you end up getting this wobbly thing here. But the thing is, being that this is Lego, you can pretty much do whatever you want with this. You could tear it down, build something else. You could add to this, make it work, and that is why I truly love being a Lego collector. So on that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be keeping my eye out for more Lego yard sale scores in the future, and hopefully I can find something that's a little more complete than this and maybe a lot bigger.